So DeWanna Bonner is somebody that could have been 50 grand richer, but she decided she wanted to leave the Indiana Fever. That's her choice. It was her choice to be 50 grand poorer at the end of the day. She made that choice. Nobody else made that choice for her. She made the choice for herself. But if you guys don't know, obviously, DeWanna Bonner was a player for the Fever, and she's currently a player for absolutely nobody. She's currently a player for nobody. She's currently a player for YMCA Basketball Club, where she's getting her workouts in. And if you guys agree this is kind of a crazy situation, subscribe. We're trying to have 52,500 subscribers by the end of the day. So anyway, we got to talk about this because Annie Costable has released something on Front Office Sports. And again, she's probably the main WNBA journalist at this stage. But she's talking about the DeWanna Bonner situation. It's like WNBA countdown deadline could spur deals for DeWanna Bonner and Emma Messiman. And effectively, it is that Emma Messiman is the prize and DeWanna Bonner is the consolation. That is what it seems like. It seems like DeWanna Bonner is the consolation. It says here, according to multiple league sources, the interest of Messiman, who is considering return to the WNBA, but has not definitely made up her mind. Sorry, I just realized it's not the whole way across. But has not made up her mind, extends across the league, but contenders like the Lynx, Liberty, and even the Mercury have the best shot of landing her. There's an expectation around the league that Bonner would end up in Phoenix, according to multiple sources, but at this point, discussions around signing the two-time champion include multiple teams. Obviously, Bonner is this. It's unusual for two high-level WNBA players. Okay, looking for the full story. We just got paywalled. But basically, it seems as though the Phoenix Mercury want to sign Emma. The every team that wants to go and sign Bonner also wants to sign Emma, and Emma's a better player. Emma is the better player. So they straight up they're out here using DeWanna Bonner as a consolation prize, and until the signing for Emma Messiman is sorted, it does not appear like she's going to be signed by anyone. And for DeWanna Bonner, that could be an absolute disaster. And like, she's already cost herself, 50 grand? Between the guts of 40 grand they make from the Commissioner's Cup and the at least 10 grand she's cost herself from lost salary from not playing from being unemployed for a couple of times, and then for the rest of the year, it's going to cost herself another 50 grand. She's going to cost herself about 100 grand because she didn't think the fit was correct. She was allegedly refusing trades. I don't know about the refusing trades part, but again, that is all alleged. But yeah, it is a really, really, really interesting thing. All around with DeWanna Bonner, because it just shows sometimes the grass is not always greener. And sometimes you're in the best possible situation. And it's just about figuring out your role. Sometimes it's just about figuring out your role. Like, as you've seen to like with Natasha Howard, sometimes it doesn't fit. But, maybe you'll have big games every now and again. Like, I don't think Natasha Howard's fit's been great. But she was unbelievable yesterday. And that was the biggest thing, is like, even though obviously Natasha Howard was a player that doesn't necessarily fit, she was great. She was great in that game. And DeWanna Bonner could have been too. DeWanna Bonner could have helped win that championship. DeWanna Bonner could have add a Commissioner's Cup title to her to her resume. Did she win one? No, she's never won a Commissioner's Cup. But she could have added that. Is that the only thing she hasn't won? That and an MVP? And like, you've already got articles talking about how DeWanna Bonner has already cost herself, like, it's like 30k plus there's money in crypto, and then there's salary per game and all of that. She's cost herself already 50k, and by the end of the season she's going to cost herself minimum of $100,000 just to get into a situation that probably is no better. For her, for me, the best situation for her to go to is the Aces. The Aces is the best situation for her, and I think the Aces are kind of banking on the Mercury getting Emma Messiman, which is why they made the trade for Melissa Smith. So they have like a true backup power forward with DeWanna Bonner coming in as a starter, because like you just never know. You just never know really what's been going on and what's happening with these players, what's happening in the league, because you've now got an all-star from last year just sitting at home. While realistically she's a consolation prize, and once those contracts become guaranteed at the end of the year, like it'll be tough for a team to pick her up barring injuries. Like there's a non-zero chance. I don't know how. Look, I mean this. I don't know how likely this is to be happening, because the reality is that it's not. There's not a guarantee it doesn't happen, but there is a chance. There is a chance that DeWanna Bonner becomes a hardship player for the rest of the season. She walked away from max contract to become a hardship player. Like it's crazy, and there's not one Fever fan that's going to be pissed off, because it allowed us to sign Ari McDonald, who was a big reason, who was a huge reason why the Indiana Fever won. Because let's be real, the Indiana Fever would not have won yesterday if Ari McDonald was not there. If Colson had to play all those minutes and her backup was Sophie Cunningham, they would not have won. They would not have won. But now we've got DeWanna Bonner sitting there with Annie Costable effectively saying she's the consolation prize. Not that, by the way, it's a damn good consolation prize for some of these teams with DeWanna Bonner. I think it's a damn good consolation prize. However, it really does seem like they are all waiting to see what happens with Emma Messiman before they do anything. Before they do anything about her. Oh, by the way, Indiana go right back into the fall for Emma Messiman and win the Commissioner's Cup, showing that they can go and win games in a playoff type atmosphere. The only problem is that like Natasha Howard is there and Emma's much better, but Natasha Howard's gonna be pissed getting dropped to the bench. But yeah, could you survive with Emma Messiman at the 3? You probably could do some like 3 big, because Emma Messiman has a lot of guard skills. She could probably survive the 3, but she's more 4-5. But yeah, I do think all around the Indiana Fever are in good shape. They're in really, really good shape, and they just need to find whoever that 12th player is going to be that they can sign. They can sign a 12th player now. I think they are. If they haven't signed someone now, they're waiting for someone from America Cup, or they're waiting for someone from Eurobasket. And it is a very, very interesting one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.